Hello, this is Asher Intrader from Revive Israel Ministries, and we want to talk to you a little bit today about the events of the scroll of Esther from the Bible. They took place around 500 years before the time of Yeshua. There was a great kingdom that covered the whole earth, 127 nations. I don't want to say that reminds me a little bit about the United Nations today, but in any case, there was a great empire. And there arose in the midst of this empire an evil dictator by the name of Haman. And he wanted everybody to worship him. But one man named Mordecai, who was the head of the Jewish people of his time, refused to bow the knee to him. And he became so angry that he wanted to kill not only Haman, but to kill all of his relatives, all of the Jewish people. It's amazing when we think about this, there's a pattern here that repeats itself over history and may even be a sign for us, a parable for the end times. In the same way, Yeshua was hated by the devil, that Yeshua did not bend his knee to him, and the devil wanted to kill not just Yeshua, but all of his relatives, also the Jewish people. And we think this is going to happen the same thing in the end times with the Antichrist. This happened throughout history from Pharaoh and Haman and Hitler and many people over and over again. It's amazing to think that these events took place in ancient Persia, which is the country where Iran stands today. And we ask ourselves, do we think that this could happen again? Do we think that there could be a worldwide attack upon Israel, an attempt to kill all the Jews? Well, certainly it could happen again. In fact, today's events seem to be moving in that direction, and actually the end times prophecies seem to point in that direction as well. So everything seems to be moving in that way. In the midst of the book of Esther, there is another wonderful figure who is Queen Esther herself. When she begins to pray, Mordecai challenges her, and she not only intercedes with the king, but she fasts and prays. And something amazing, she asks for everyone in the kingdom all over the world to pray and fast together with her. From this, we took an understanding from the Lord that Esther is kind of a parable of the end times church. And therefore that we were called, all of us together, all over the world, to pray like they did back then, to intercede for a great breakthrough of salvation. That what the devil and the enemy and the Antichrist and the forces of this world mean for evil, that through prayer and fasting and intercession, we can turn it all around for good to a great victory. And so on the very day this year, which turns out to be March 13th, that Jewish people and the rabbis and the synagogues will be fasting and praying on what's called Ta'anit Esther, the fast of Esther. We are going to hold a prayer and fasting day here in our prayer room, and we are going to connect through internet and live stream all over the world, and people in congregations, churches, messianic congregations, prayer rooms all over the world are going to connect to us through live streaming and pray together with us as we intercede to overturn the forces of the Antichrist and to bring revival and salvation to Israel, to the church, and to bring glory to God throughout the whole world. And we're asking you to join together with us.